All right. Went ahead and primed up the queue, and it popped pretty quick. We are doing something a little bit different tonight. I do not have my Clockwork Assistant. We're doing DPS tonight. Trying to push to level 60. We switched last night in the stream and was having a lot of fun. So we're going to do that again tonight. Should have threw the bomb on the group of ads. I thought I would have time to make the macros that we were talking about last night. But it's okay. We'll do that when we get another lull here. Do I need the train? I don't think so. We are using a caster staff, which is probably not ideal. But hey. I'm like concentrating so hard. I'm concentrating more than I was healing. Okay. What's the best way to dismiss my pet? Maybe I just can resummon him down here. I haven't even checked my spellbook to see if I have a dismiss. But he should be stunned whenever I summon. And I gotta resummon them anyways if I dismiss, so. I need to pay attention to how fast my mech suit comes available. Oh, he's just down here doing a boss. But yeah, we still got the heirlooms on. So we're probably gimping our damage, but why is this target? Is that my pet target? I think so. Yeah, it must be. Oh, they're still down there? Okay. Let's see. Where's the other summon? There it is. Is this a rare? But yeah, even though I did have the goal to play all the healers, the main goal of video games is to have fun. So I was just having too much fun with this last night and wanted to keep going. Well, this is an AoE res. Mech mode. Oh, I yoinked aggro. Ah, ran away. But yeah, essentially there's probably like 2, maybe even 3 buttons that I can macro to other abilities, because these 2, Banner Smash and Scrap Slam, which I mess up. I had to really concentrate saying Scrap Slam. It's difficult for some reason. They are like on their own little global cooldown. Or vice versa, I could put like Black Powder Shot on those because it can be cast on any of them, as well as Sticky Bomb, which might be the way to go because I want to be able to see the other things that do share a cooldown with those, with the big ones that have a cooldown. Excuse me, I'm mincing words. I want to see the ones that share a GCD with the abilities that actually have meaningful cooldowns that I want to be pressing as soon as they're available. That's what I mean. And at this point, people are like, yeah, okay, Halen, you're like being way too complicated about all this. Nice. See if we can get another one. We actually, it's probably best that we just leave. All right. Let's see about making those macros, shall we? It might be best that we go to a training dummy so you can concentrate on which things trigger what GCDs. Or should we just finish questing? We should just finish questing. While we got a pot running. Smithroll was selling for like 5 gold a piece the other day. All right, what do we got to kill? These guys right there. Okay. All right, let's just we know we can make this one, right? We know we can make, what is this? The Voodoo app, just weird. Okay. All right, so this first one's going to be Spanner Smash. Spanner Smash Scrap Slam. Oh, they're all like that. Awesome. So is it show tooltip spanner smash? And then cast spanner smash. Cast. And I guess we'll do sticky bomb first. No, we can't put both of them that share the same GCD. So this has a 5-second cooldown, that has a 12. This one has a 10. So what if we put black powder shot on this one and we just like press this even when it's on cooldown? And that means it will, wow, that's fast, it's DPS. And that means it should cast this. Hopefully I didn't have a typo. And then we'll do the same one for that one later. Do I need to turn on flak guns? I do. I don't think it's working how I expected it to, though. Yeah, I don't think it's working how I wanted it to be. I think it will cast it whenever Spanner Smash is off cooldown. It'll cast a shot, black powder shot at the same time maybe, but I don't think I can cast this while it's on cooldown. Which is a bummer. Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you don't mind, go ahead and give that like button a little hit. And thanks for being here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate that as well. So you can see whenever I'm live again. I doubt you stumbled across this just randomly. I imagine most of you are subscribers already. Which reminds me, I should probably post in the Discord. Mechanics, tinker, leveling. Oh no, my pet's gone. Okay. Rip. Okay, now, big button. I need to prioritize sticky bomb, I think. Okay. Oh, they pulled it all. Let's go, Shredder. Oh, so much AoE. Yeah, that was a good pull. it bugged? I'm glad I'm not the healer now. I will throw a heal on him though. I don't know if anyone in chat is playing mechanics, but I'm wondering if it's worth... I mean, I guess it is because you just press the button once and then it just does damage, but the turrets, is that like a good line of talents to go down the tree to get those turrets? Probably for dungeons, not so much, because you gotta keep summoning them. But I imagine on like raid, or like in raid situations on targets, bosses, wow, words tonight, they're pretty good. You know, you just set them, forget them, and they just pump out DPS passively. But I know there's also those like cooldown turrets. I have to check those out, see how those are. Like this battle turret. Yeah, 30 seconds for a 1.5 minute cooldown. Especially if you're going into the whole summons matter line down the rest of the tree, right? You probably take that because you're also boosting the damage of that. 53. Keep forgetting to go into mech form. So what's doing most of my damage? The bot. The bot's crash and thrash. I guess all crash and thrash. Oh, I mean, that's the name, I guess. Bot. Okay, so it's... I guess I'll have to break out the pet damage in the meter to see how much of that's mine, how much of it's the pets. But I imagine this label is all mine. Okay, I was about to ask if my Scraptron also casts Crash and Thrash, but it specifically says the Clockwork Assistant. That would be cool if both of them did. Oh, my pet's taunt is on. Whoops. Follow me, pet. Oh, we have a level 60 in here? No wonder. Oh, I didn't have a rocket boot. The rocket boot animation in this is really funny. I like that. Alright, let's get this quest done. Okay. It's just so wild that we're getting more. Okay, we are out of mana, and that's not good. Okay. I did not realize where mana was at right there. No. I think we have some talent points to spend. And we need to get that airstrike. There's really nothing else to take here. I guess the magic damage one's okay. I guess we'll get the armor shredding. As well. Nice. Oh, I didn't mean to cast that on that. Whenever this ability is lit up, it just does tons of damage, and I'm trying to make sure I target an enemy that has plenty of health left. So I'm not wasting it like that. I only used like one hit. Alright, what's our damage looking like? I just want to see like what abilities are up there. So Sticky Bomb obviously did work there. Spanner Smash, only 9, it hits really hard. Hydraulic Strike is this one, right? So the best thing I can be doing is in AoE paying attention to Sticky Bomb resets. And of course casting Crash and Thrash whenever it's... See, like Sticky Bomb just reset right there. And it shed again. That's great. Love when it resets. Oh. Okay. Didn't make it. Don't think the Q's gonna work, but we will try. Let's get our trade skills over here on this one. I guess the smelting's over here on this page. There it is. Oh yeah, I got the level up. That's why I did this, for sure. I'm not addicted to crafting. I was trying to get the level up. Looks like the cultist community didn't mind my video on Discord on the guide. But there were definitely some bless his heart comments about my playstyle, I guess. Which is fine. Which is why I always preface things with like, this is how I like to play said class or spec. I do not presume that I know the best way to play it. Wow, that's pretty good XP for those. All right. Let's go try and get these 2 more items to finish this quest before the Q pops. I swear we're getting better Qs as DPS than we were heals. Okay, we can turn his taunt back on now. All right, get 1 more of those. Yeah, it'd be super cool if both of these bots casted Crash and Thrash whenever this one was out. I mean, it makes sense. It should. It's a cooldown, you know? Okay, there's that. Overseer Maltaurus. Is he below? He must be below.
What can I do for you?
I'm not going to open these caches right now because I need to vendor them. Anything else up here? Dark Iron Slaver. What the Flux? Kill him with sleep deprivation. It's over here. Okay. Let's just peek down here. Yeah, Dark Iron Slavers are down there. I guess we can just pop on down and then run out. And kill the rare, get some EXP from that. Didn't mean to cast that. Wasn't that much EXP. But did we get the items that we needed? Or killed? Yeah, we did. Okay. Got the kills we needed. That's what I meant. Welcome everyone just joined in. How's everyone doing on this Tuesday night? What do I have to hit to finish leveling my mining? Because I thought thorium... Oh, it was just smelting thorium that turned gray. Never mind. Mining it should still have a level up. And I guess thorium has rich in small. And true silver is still green. Alright, what are we looking for? Oh, we went the wrong way. Yeah, the synthesars, those are downstairs for sure. Okay, I remember now. They've been forming this World Tour group for a very long time. It seems. They were searching for people whenever I logged in. Oh man. I couldn't find my cooldown. Fine. I never used this freeze ray. I guess I could have used it then though. And this macro doesn't work, so I can take that off my bar. Kinetic shield is what I was looking for. And I got lazy and wasn't putting heal on myself. Should have done that. Okay, we go again. Hello friend, just discovered your channel as I start Ascension. I love your content and some of the build guides have been really helpful. Thanks Jared, appreciate that. Let me know if you have any other questions. Love helping out new players to Ascension. Glad you found it. As much as I like to bounce around the different games, I always come back here. What else can fit in here? Stuff. Okay. And looks like we're gonna have to summon the repair bot because none of these people repair things. I guess I'm a bad gamer. I need to put potions on my bars because I keep dying. Let's get the repair bot really quick. Fix, is it called Fixatron? Yeah. There we go. Have we done this yet? I think we did. And I think I said that last time. And our Mech's gone. Okay. How do you feel about Conquest of Azeroth currently? Are you playing Trexar? This is Rexar. And I am liking it more than I thought I would, because my whole draw to Ascension is that it is... I don't need this up in my face so much anymore. It is more ARPG-like, with just the speed of it all, the builds, you know, your prestiging, all that kind of stuff. So Conquest of Azeroth is kind of in the other direction of set classes, you know. but the flavor and polish to them I have enjoyed. And even though there's fixed classes, there's so many of them and so many subclasses. I mean, that's kind of like you have the customization and the flexibility to play different things. It's just tied to leveling that one class, which, you know, other people may not like. It's not the same. Like this season, I really wanted to go all in on one main. So I got all the professions on one character. I unlocked as many specs as I could on one character. And that felt really nice. And you can't do that. Conquest. I mean, you could, but like you can't play everything on one character. And Sticky Bomb, if you just have any amount of multiple targets, Sticky Bomb does work. Oh, I forgot to turn off taunt. My bad. My bad, tank. And I think I want to trade, I don't know. Crash and Thrash is still good. It hits 8 targets. But I think there was another ability that only hit like 2, and I think it hits harder. But yeah, I am liking Conquest of Azeroth. And the other part, either fortunately or unfortunately, the devs have put a lot of their time into this. So kind of going where the, I guess like the quality of the time and attention from the devs is going. Don't get me wrong, we're getting stuff bled into the foundation of classless from this, but I would love to just see that in classless. In classless, it just needs regular balance updates or just meta shifting. I'm not expecting things to be balanced like across the board. I don't expect all, 500 possible things that you could play in classless to all do, similar amounts of damage and performance. I just want to see like different builds come up to the top because things are getting updated. I want to see pets go like crazy, hog wild, if you will, and not summoning talents that happen to get, affected by pet talents, like the demon gun build, not like that kind of thing. Ooh, I can use pole arms. That might be a good weapon to put on once we ding 60. Make casters broken in PvE. Not just melee Cone of Cold casters. Or Twilight Torture. Anyways, I've brought up my other love, which is card games. And one of the best card games, in my opinion, is Legends of Runeterra, the League of Legends card game. And their main downfall was just not doing regular updates, like meta shifting updates, which they said they would do. And it's Riot, known for League of Legends. They're known for their PvP and competition. That should have been in the forefront. Anyways, that's what I want from classless. I don't expect them to put like a new raid in, every season. But yeah, I saw that. The physical Riot card game. It might be time to start collecting physical again. Did you see how like they released views of the cards, even though they said they weren't finalized, but people flipped out and said they looked horrible? Not to mention they were just recycling a lot of the card art from Legends of Runeterra. And then they came out about a month or two ago and showed new pictures, and everybody was loving them and so happy that they changed. I mean, I still think, I don't know, I didn't know there were so many people out there that had an idea of what the ideal ECG like frame and art looked like. Like, I didn't know we had that many card layout connoisseurs out there. But the internet kind of exploded. When I say the internet, I mean the people, who pay attention to that, which is a lot of people, to be fair, when it comes to League of Legends. Knee cracker. It's a defense. I do like the fact that the game is going to be they're making it with multiplayer in mind and 2v2, which I think is cool. So like Commander, if you play Magic the Gathering, like Commander players, like that crowd, they have that kind of in mind, and not just 1v1. 55, we are kind of cruising. Yeah, I think because it's Riot, they expect a polished product even in alpha state. Yeah. I mean, as a consumer, I don't think it's too much to ask a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, I don't know that for a fact. I assume they're in the multi-billions, probably in value. I mean, they're owned by Tencent, so by extension, you could say that, yeah, they are. But, it's not too crazy. Really? Is Two-Headed Giant that popular in MTG now? Oh, really? That's funny. Yeah, you were saying something about your AoE, but I mean, it was fine. I had my pet's taunt on for a little bit, so that was my bad. Thanks for tanking. You're doing a service for the whole server by being a tank. It's funny that we were both having a conversation, especially with you typing while you were doing that dungeon. Is that? I guess that's why you paused every now and then. What's this? Burned Blade Shiv. 7 agility, 7 stamina, and haste. It's not bad. Looks like it caps out at level 52. I do want to do... So tomorrow I probably won't be streaming. I'm going to work on a video either on the crafting upgrade system or my top 10 favorite RPG items that they put in the game. Because there's some cool ones. Let's use our quote-unquote pick lock. It just does a little screen shake. I thought there'd be a graphic or a animation or something, but there wasn't. Okay, let's try this again and not die this time. But yeah, so two-headed giant, is that like a big thing in Paper Magic right now? Speaking of RPG items, that is one of the things I adore about this. I kind of hope they don't allow heirlooms off the rip. Yeah, and that's part of the upgrade video, spoilers, but you know, if you're here watching stream, I don't mind. You know, just also watch the video and like it if you don't mind when it does come out. But you know, you troopers that are here watching me stream, I appreciate it. Toss a like on this stream if you don't mind. But yes, whenever the official server comes out, most likely there will not be heirlooms, and there definitely won't be auras or potions until, I'm guessing, most if not all classes get to level 60. So there will be a reason to then craft and upgrade on your gear, probably, and use those RPG items to fill either like level or item level gaps while you're leveling. Especially if you play a class who has to use specific types of weapons or like a weird stat that doesn't come on gear in like regular vanilla. I don't know, is there like some class that maybe wears cloth, but then it wants a stat like strength or something, something like that. So when you have those classes that have weird itemization, you can fix that by using the crafted items, because they can roll with random stats and you can upgrade them and get bonus stats. Or in the case of weapons, you can get increased weapon damage. Which reminds me, did I sell those crafted weapons? I was just curious if people bought them. Where's my postal tube? There it is. Let's see. See if anybody bought one. Tube. No one bought one. But let's see, that's the green one. That's the green one. This is the blue one. So here's a green crafted one, right? Regular mithril heavy bore rifle. It comes with just the 14 attack power in vanilla. But due to the crafting system we have, I can also roll random stats. So this one rolled with 3 stamina and 4 defense. This one rolled with 4 attack power, 2 hit. And this one rolled with crit stam. And then I upgraded it twice using this upgrade kit system we have now. And it went from 26.2 DPS to 27.6, or 99 to 104 top end damage, and then added to attack power. It doesn't change the bonus stats that you roll it with, or you roll with it, which is unfortunate. And I really hope to see this system get expanded one day. Like, let me upgrade it more times. And like, even if you make the cost exponential, like if I want to spend 64 mithril bars to upgrade a mithril gun one more item level, like, let me do that. Especially if you're gonna make the journey slower to max level. And if they do that, they're definitely, I would expect to first see it in the OG 9 classes realm. Oh man, if you're still in the dungeon, I need you to tank faster. I need you to pop in queues so I can get in. I know the Devil Saurs are down here somewhere. Or the Incendosaurs or whatever they're called. Is this a rare? No, just an elite. Okay, we are looking for, yeah, the Incendosaurs. Is this a rare? It is a rare. Okay, let's do this. Send the pet in. Let's turn this on. Let's do that. Let's get a heal. All right, if we die, I'm bad. Okay, we didn't die. 10,000 EXP worth. Is that a RPG item right there? Yeah, it looks like it. Let's see what this one is. Even though it's probably on the collector server. Alright, so this is Dark Iron Wristbands. 8 hit, 6 strength, 7 stamina. It's not bad. It's pretty good ones. I'm gonna see if that is on the Ascension collectors. If y'all didn't know, let's go full screen here really quick. If y'all didn't know, the Ascension collectors Discord server. Here's the, here I'll put the link in chat. That is not just a link. That's the whole message. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. Okay, there we go. Boomer internet reflexes. There you go. There's the invite code for the Discord for Ascension collectors. Anything that comes out in Ascension that's like not elsewhere, like when the World Forge enchants came out, Discovery is here. They'll make a channel for it and people can talk about where they found them. Like the cards for season 9 are here, for example. And then here's Eastern Kingdom finds. So where are we at right now? We're in Syrian Gorge. What did we find? Just what item was this? I imagine someone found this, but Dark Iron Wristbands. Hey, has no one posted these yet? Let's see here. Y'all want to be the first ones? Oh, there they are. Yeah, there they are. So someone posted them already. Okay. Cool. But anyways, that's a very good server. Good resource to find things like that. Uh-oh. We are out of potions. Let's go get some more potions. And of course, my postal tube thingy is on cooldown. Oh well. Potion. We should be able to get there with one more potion, right? Right? Nah, we'll deliver 2 just in case. Varun. Deliver. Okay. Yeah, the pillow thing, isn't it? Okay, yeah, it's right here in this hallway. I remember this place now. I remember doing this, like, back in the day, like in normal vanilla. I remember my friend, like, aggroing the whole room, too. What's this? Elder's Pipe. Huh, it's a trinket with an effect. But isn't this from before? I think you use this to access somewhere, don't you? This is what I remember. Okay, that's why. I'm dead, aren't I? Oh no, they're easy to kill. Okay, that scared me. Okay, that's what I remember from doing this. Okay. Well, that was exciting. I think if I nab enough of these, they just spawn, right? They're like, you know, take pillow. Yep, here they come again. Get them. But stuff being on different cooldowns kind of has that feel of like, I don't know, it feels like I should be dual wielding, or I should only have one handed item, like to match the flavor of it all. Like I'm pulling out a gun and shooting with this hand, throwing a bomb, or with the same hand, and that's why those are on cooldown. Meanwhile, I have a wrench or whatever in the other hand, and I'm smacking stuff, and that's why those are on it. They're on cooldown. Oh yeah, and then this one spawns and kills me. Okay. Okay. Well, my memory was accurate of that place, and I did die back then as well as now. I think we just go to Burning Steps now. Those are easy quests. We can't use swords. Oh yeah, Ravager is such a good weapon. I need those. Alright, let's just go to Burning Steps while we wait. It's just a hop and a skip over here, right? Yeah. Oh, I should have checked for mailbox. Hopefully there's one over there. After Mop, burst got worse and worse, and that actually hurt the hell out of PvP. What are they talking about? I think Mists of Pandaria was my most played expansion. It was just like out at a time where I could really play it. I just remember raid locking like 3 or 4 characters every week on almost every difficulty in Siege of Orgrimmar. It was a good time. I think Destrolock was my main at the time. And after that, didn't they do a weapons or a damage squish or a stat squish? Because I want to say I saved my... I don't think there's a mailbox over here. I want to say I saved my DPS meter for the longest time. I didn't reset it because I had like over 1 million DPS from my Destrolock on that garage fight because there's so much AoE on that fight. What am I looking for? Mailbox? No mailbox. Bummer. Okay, well, I guess we're going to Stormwind and after all to get that potion before we keep going. Because I would hate that the Q popped and I didn't have it. Not that I think this is accurate, but apparently we need tanks and healers now. Okay. We got that. Let's see. Let's be a nice person. I don't think I need Mithril anymore, so let's just put Mithril in here for cheap. Oh, it is cheap. Let's make it cheaper. Let's make it $24.99. 2 stacks 5, 6. People are probably just gonna flip this, but whatever. What else we got? True silver is pretty much worthless. No point in selling that. All right, let's get back there. Let's get back to Searing Steps. Burning Steps. I combined Searing Gorge and Burning Steps. Let's see. Anybody ask anything on newcomers? Hopefully this Chorley dude fixes this problem that I answered earlier. Talent points. All right, we got the turret available. I guess we take that. Let's get the big turret. That should be fun. Put it right there. Now over here, yeah, we don't really have anything until, you know, we unlock the bottom ones here. We can just take whatever. I guess we'll take the survivability thing, the reflector. And I think I'd rather have that reflector on over the dispel. I can put the dispel like over here. Oh, we got a train. Okay, I got that on my bars. Where's the new thing? Wait, was it a passive? Thought it was an active. I guess I can drag and drop it right here. Encases you in magical shield, reflecting next spell cast on you. Yeah, we can make use of that. Okay. Now, let's get going. I don't know why I popped that experience potion back in Stormwind, but we will need some quests, won't we? Let's abandon these other ones, make space, the ones that we're not gonna do. Red Ridge Mountains. Those have been there for a minute. All right, I guess we'll go ahead and those are done in the dungeon, I think. At least a couple of them are. All right, let's do this. Summon our mech. Give it flak guns. Give ourselves a buff. And go. We'll see what this new turret's about. What it's all about. Okay, it's a cast time. Ooh, that's a big turret. It's not. Oh, you get in it. Oh. Okay. Well, that's unexpected. I guess I'm too close. I can't. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that's what that was. But that was cool. All right. Okay. Let's reflect this. Boom. Like, I wonder... We gotta test the damage on that. Like, I wonder how good it actually is. Like, would you really ever use that? You know? We got another item here. Wormkin Shiv. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. Chance on hit to increase your melee haste. That's a cool one. That's starting to hit for a lot. What's over here? Radiating, that must be a wand or something. Yeah, it's a wand. Ooh, it has hit and spell power and intellect on it. That's a good wand. Looks like it scales. And I wonder it must be by zone how far the items will scale up, because these are scaling up to my current level of 55. So if you're looking for like 3 bis easy weapons to go pick up, the RPG ones, you probably want to be looking in zones that go up to, 60. Like, what is this one supposed to go up to? Yeah, it's supposed to go up to 60. Probably where the level 60 dungeons are from vanilla. Oh, we got a dungeon. Okay. Let's pop our cooldowns and kill this stuff. All right, cool. If I do the video on like the top 10 list, I'd probably separate it into like top 10, maybe like best statted things. Like maybe make a list of good in-game items to pick up, like I was just like in the scenario that I was just explaining. And then like all the ones that I think they're just cool that maybe don't scale up all the way. I kind of want him to pull the room. Okay, let's do the gun. All right. Oh no. What? Who does that? Who? Who pulls them out there? Come on. Do we not have a healer or a tank or both? Yeah. Let's bring them in here. Let's let the tank get them. Oh. Alright, whatever. So it wasn't Tank's fault. They just, yeah. We still got to go down there to open the door, though. Yeah, hydraulic strike should be off a cooldown. Since it's essentially a heroic slash what? Raptor strike? Is that the hunter one that just does it cast on your next auto attack? Oh, tank's gone. Doubt we're gonna get another tank anytime soon. So I'm gonna just teleport out of dungeon, finish this quest. And honestly, I doubt they'll get a tank at all. Because even on classless servers, whenever your group loses somebody like this, and you try to requeue, it like almost never works. I was trying to get there before the scrap slam or gear grind cooldown ended. Is that what it's called? Yeah, gear grind. Okay, what's this item over here? Totem. Actual totem. Ooh, that one's cool. Dealing periodic fire damage has a chance to increase your critical strike rating and haste by 12. I wonder what the procs per minute are on these. Or the ICD, the internal cooldown. I wonder what they are. All right. Let's just, we didn't get a deserter buff, did we? No, we did not. Okay. Death Maw. Let's get him. It is nice that a pet actually holds aggro for once, though. Because on classless, that's impossible. Oh no, my mana again and my health. Oh no. Oh, okay. All right. We're fine. All right. Maybe I was a little too overzealous there. I'm not respecting these rares. Okay. That stuff died so fast. All right, so we are under leveled by 4 levels, so that did not help us. So maybe we come back to that one later. Hey, there we go. Okay. This might give us some good, oh, they already started. I don't know if I've done the quests in here yet. Okay. Oh, apparently I did, and I forgot to turn this one in. Cool. That's fine. I wish it would show your character riding the mech. My bad. Forgot to turn off taunt again. I gotta get used to doing hydraulic strike at the same time as one of these two. I keep trying to do it at the same time as black powder strike. It's a fish mace. Oh no, mana. Forgot to do mana. I guess casting Sticky Bomb. I guess casting Sticky Bomb does do a lot. Does cost a lot of mana. So does Crash and Thrash. Relatively, it's only 100 mana, but yeah, let's get over here. Is now the time to do the gun. I'm doing it. What is this? Oh, it knocks targets away. I don't need to cast that. Okay. What does this one do? Okay, well that was interesting. And did I just get my mana back after doing that? Oh, I leveled. I leveled while I was in the turret. Okay. I'm like, and also, why is it off a cooldown? That makes more sense. Everyone has their Book of Ascension out. Every single person. Just start playing Project Ascension 5 Prestige and loving it in PvP. Never did it in retail, but the build I'm playing Arcane Ravager is crazy. Well, I will say, I don't get that many people coming here and saying loving PvP first time playing Ascension, but that is awesome. I'm glad you are enjoying it and sound like my kind of player. You doing you and enjoying what you enjoy. And welcome. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Out of curiosity, if you don't mind chatting about it, what did you like see an ad? Or did do you have a friend that brought you into Ascension? I'm just curious. I know they run very aggressive YouTube ads, so wasn't sure if you just stumbled across it that way or something. Ooh, those were some crits. Yeah. And Zen, man, the community manager, he loves making those corny videos. I think I'm slightly, I don't know, just by virtue of being WoW, I guess I'm in the demographic, the target demographic, my age at least. But he tries to reach the younger generation, I think, with his little jokes. Yeah. So when you played it first, did you stick in what am I trying to say? Did you like stick to it when you started playing, or did you get like overwhelmed and walk away and come back? Because that was my first experience. Even though I'm very familiar, I've been playing WoW for years. Like, I started playing in 2006, and still, I logged into Area 52 for the first time. Kind of got overwhelmed. Kind of felt like I didn't really have I was kind of lost with like a purpose. Like, oh, I can do slice and dice and oh, I can toss people parachutes. I'll do that next time. I can do paladin seals and all these other things, but what's the point? All right, and throw a parachute now. Everyone's got a parachute. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I feel like most people, they either come to Ascension and they stay. But there's like so many people who come to it and they're like, this, I'm just overwhelmed. But then eventually they come back and they're like, I see now, I get it now, which is awesome. Yeah, you got a few years on me. But funny enough, though, I've told this story before, so if you've heard it, here you go again. But my first experience playing WoW was on a private server. I lived outside the country, and we played Dota a lot, or Warcraft 3 map mod Dota. Oh yeah, Archetypes game changer. Like, it was Archetypes really, I think, made it's gonna make it, or has made it, so that people stick with Ascension much more than before. For sure. If they could only make it a little bit less confusing with like deactivating the build and like, oh, can I change it later and that kind of stuff. Anyways, but yeah, we used to play Dota Warcraft 3 map mod version Dota at a cyber cafe every week. And in between games, I noticed one of my buddies was playing WoW, which I didn't know that's what it was at the time. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm kind of cute. I'm going to get another game, which back in that time, you played against the people right there in the cyber cafe or the internet cafe, which was a vibe. And anyways, eventually I made a character, started playing it, spent hours and hours and hours just like running around the world, slowly leveling up. And this was on a modded private server that was probably like way overtuned for experience. But yet it probably took me weeks to get to like level 60. Had no idea. I remember going in my first dungeon and we were like, it was like 3 people and we were trying to do a heroic dungeon. Had no sense of like what a tank was, what a healer was. But yeah. But when I got back to the States, I went out, bought a copy, TPC, and started playing retail from there. Turned my brother onto it, and he was hooked and has been hooked ever since. He's a huge retail Andy. Yeah. Oh, let's do that. This is a perfect place for the turret, I think. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Blastomoy. Okay, that was really fun. Oh man, we did so much damage. Perfect execution. What kind of build? What kind of REs? Which, by the way, you've probably seen by now, but people will call them REs. Technically, they should be MEs because they used to be called random enchants. Because they used to roll in your gear, and instead of having the nice interface that we have now, where you slot them in, you had to apply them to a slot of gear. Which is why the PvP vendor has super cheap trinkets, because the way to sell and transfer REs back then was putting it on one of those PvP trinkets and selling on the auction house, which was a nightmare. Oh, I should press my cooldowns. Ooh, that's a awesome gun for my heal spec. I think I'm gonna roll need on it. Sweet. Crit, spell power, and intellect. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know if they... Do we have Mythic Sulfurak? I don't think we do. I was the same back when I started. Got to start TBC, no idea what to do. Got the 20-ish, and my friend told me to go to Wildhammer EU. Oh man. Yeah, my first server was Fire Tree, which I think was PV. It might have been PvP, but then I went to Dark Spear. And I didn't know it at the time. I didn't find out until like years later, like not too long ago, but apparently Dark Spear had like a huge reputation for PvP. Anyways, if that's the case, if someone remembers that being having a reputation, let me know. See if my friend is just like blowing something out of proportion. Thanks. Yeah, I have a lot of people jumping in chat, be like, why don't you just use LVUI? Or whenever people ask in newcomer chat, like what to do for their UI, I recommend Bartender, Xpearl. That's pretty much it for, you know, plates and bars and everything. And they're like, why don't you just download LVUI and be done with it? But I like having a little bit more modular control over things. I still think it could be a little bit cleaner, but yeah, I think things are where they're supposed to be. That was a good run. Cool. Hello? Don't die, please. Potion. The gear grind? This thing right here? MVP ability from Mechanics, Tinker. So satisfying to use. Does tons of damage. Buffs my summons. Very cool, like, effect. Okay, hydraulic strike. Yeah, maybe it scales a bit better, but hydraulic strike so far it just doesn't even seem to be worth the GCD. Black powder strike, hydraulic strike. All right, we'll get an accurate reading on this fight right here. Okay, let's look at the DPS from that little exchange. So Spanner Smash at the top. Mech Suit Saw Blade does a good amount of damage. Would you know of a Titan's Grip build on Area 52, or can you now search for Titan's Grip builds on Area 52? I mean, if you search your, if you press N, go to your character advancement, or go to your Mystic Enchant. Hi. There's only so many Mystic Enchants that really make use of Titan's Grip, and gone are the days of using it in other builds that don't specifically call for it. Like, since, like, they don't it's not worth taking it unless you leverage it, like leverage the double two-handed weapons. I don't think. I don't play Area 52 a lot, so I don't know. But I know for the last couple seasons, even for healers, I don't think it's been advantageous to take. Well, I guess for healers it still is. But I'm about to die again. What's new? Yeah, it hasn't been advantageous to take unless you're doing something like Titanic Mutilate. Or... what else? But that's the first one that comes to mind. But yeah, I would just search Titan's Grip in Mystic Enchants. Or maybe two-handed weapon or something like that. I'm pretty sure there's only a few. But if you search in the Architect, if you just search an ability up in Architect, it should show you abilities who use it. And I haven't used the Architect that actually works since they fixed it lately. So maybe searching there works better now for Architect builds. Yeah, no problem. The last time I played a build that didn't call for Titan's Grip that worked was a Wind Rager build, I'm pretty sure. But I don't think it's ideal to use Titan's Grip for Wind Rager anymore. Could be wrong. Maybe check to see if there's a recent Wind Rager build. See if that one... And Wind Rager is pretty fun to me. Is this a quest I can do? Don't remember what this quest is. Oh, that's a decent one. Oh, we gotta kill this thing. So cool the pet has a electric death grip. Okay, almost died. Didn't. Okay, maybe we go in there. I mainly play Ranger builds, obviously, from my channel, you can see. And I like melee hybrids a lot. Yeah. Yeah, have a good dinner. And see you around. That's the whole joy of playing Ascension, just trying out different builds. At least for me. What's the best tank in COA? I've heard the Guardian is pretty good in COA, but it's kind of boring. And that Knight of Zoroth, I think, is like always getting balance. And I don't know if it's because it's broken or not good. The thing's always getting patch notes, it seems. And then I've heard the Cultist tank, the Dreadnought's pretty fun. Pretty good. I mean, I think the Cultist class in general is good. It's kind of like Paladin, where you can do as a spec for everything. And I think it's really good at most of those things. So I heard the Godblade spec is pretty good too. So if you're looking for versatility, maybe try out the Cultist. And of course, I just made the video on the healing spec, which I think is awesome. And if you don't like heals, but you like doing melee DPS, you can heal most content, I think. I mean, like, you can heal just dungeons. No problem. You don't even have to cast a heal. Alright, let's check out what this relic is. Defense rating 21. Taking melee damage has a chance to make you nauseous, causing you to throw up your burning gut. Breathing fire damage. This one's cool. That's a cool trinket. Okay. Alright. Crimson Champion. Are you on Area 52? Oh no, is there a Crimson Champion something here too? Can't remember. But as we're gonna leave it here for tonight. A little shorter. Probably will not be on tomorrow. Got some things to do and I want to work on another video. But thanks for all of you that have been hanging out. It's been actually pretty busy tonight for the short stream. If you haven't already, please leave a like because it will help out the VOD. And don't forget there's 1440p quality, or should be, so you don't have to watch horrible 1080p on YouTube. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting. This is Project Ascension Hub. I'm Halen, and I'll see y'all next time.